the other side. Sadiq Yusuf is in green, Edson Barboza's in yellow.
Well, two really nice jabs and some inside shots from Sadiq.
Sadiq said, I'm going to make it a war. And here it is.
Jumping knee from Barboza.
I will say this, Edson was rocked by that right hand from Sadiq.
Yeah.
In the first exchange.
Aren't they both?
Oh, right hand left hook. Sadiq is going for the knockout here.
He's just trading. He says, I'm going to trade with him the whole first round and see who survives.
Oh, big left from Yusuf.
Oh, God. Hit him so hard. He's got him out bad right now. He's hurt real bad.
Sadiq Yusuf hammering away.
What a job by the ref to let this keep going, giving Barboza a chance to keep it fighting. That's good reffing right there.
Sadiq is on fire, brimming with confidence. Barboza hurt, but still dangerous. Sadiq doesn't care. He didn't care at the start of the fight. He certainly doesn't.
Oh, another big right. This is being close to being stopped.
How is Barboza
It's going to be over in a second at this rate.
How is he eating those right hands?
He's not.
He's up.
I mean, he's not eating them well.
Every punch he's throwing has an effect.
And this is the space that Sadiq said he had to take away. And look, on the heels, in the back of the fence, exactly the way he said. And Barboza has no defense for this. He has to move forward to defend. He can't move forward moving back, and you can see it. He only has knees as offense to defend.
Well, Barboza is on extremely shaky legs right now. Sadiq is just brimming with confidence, stalking his prey, landing shots almost at will.
Also not overemphasizing it, not going for broke, not using too much energy. Very professional is his strategy here with Barboza, and the finish even, trying to get the finish and not using all his energy.
He's very much in control.
Short elbow from Yusuf.
Every shot is punishing.
And this is the experience of Barboza that's keeping him in this fight, ladies and gentlemen. He has so much experience that he's able to take this kind of beating and know it's okay. Weather the storm. Weather the storm. And you see Barboza not quitting.
Oh, really nice takedown, and then follows immediately with a sharp elbow. This is actually pretty good for Barboza, unless Yusuf lands some crazy ground and pound. If Barboza can tie him up, tie up the arms, maintain close guard, ride out the rest of the round and recover, which as fans we don't want to see, but right now if I'm coaching Barboza, that's the strategy, that's the idea, because he's not in a good place, but there's a nice jiu-jitsu here.
Yusuf out of danger for the moment.
Well, that shows Barboza is still very much thinking.
Yep.
That was a nice attack, went for the sweep, attacked the leg lock. Crucifix, big elbow.
Yusuf has already landed north of 40 significant strikes.
Hey, get this. Fourth half guard. Body, head. Body, head.
Lloyd Irvin in the corner of Sadiq Yusuf, 90 seconds to go in round one. The pace has slowed.
Well, notice what he said. He said force half guard. So he's either in full guard or he goes to half guard. And he wants half guard because it pins Barboza's leg to the mat and doesn't allow him to get up. If you go side mount, if you go full mount, if you go back take, you give Barboza a chance to be athletic. But if you pin that leg to the ground with half guard, like Lloyd's asking, you can keep punching the opponent and they can't get up. And that's what you see Yusuf do, controlling that bottom leg there. And then elbowing him.
As I said, though, this is really good for Barboza. It really is. I mean, this is allowing him to recover.
Well, he's looking. Yusuf's looking for the guillotine here. The second Barboza gives him the neck, he's going to lock it up. And Barboza's doing a good job staying on his back and not giving his neck up.
Still better than getting his head clubbed off, though.
Yusuf back out of danger. 30 seconds to go.
How about the experience of Barboza, man, to get out of this round is incredible. After that beating he took in the first round.
Oh, it's not over yet. They're heavy. Sadiq is clubbing him tonight. You can hear those hammer fists. You can feel the power of those shots on the feet.
Guard close for Barboza with 10 to go. And what was a wild start to the first round. Looked like it might not get out of the first minute. Quick 30-second break. We're back with round two. 25-foot octagon.
Keep that pressure. You keep Barboza on his heels. It's a little different, but you let him move forward. He starts doing what you just saw, kicking you.
And that's how you check a leg kick, though. That was a real nice check with the rear leg, which you don't often see. Barboza has got to insert himself back into this fight now, though. He's got to go on the attack. He can't delay. He can't wait. He cannot let Yusuf find his flow like he did in round one. He's trying.
Yeah, he's swinging. There's a spin kick for Barboza.
I tell you, there's massive power behind the shots of Yusuf.
I mean, I've grappled with him, and he is extremely strong.
Is he?
Yes, extremely strong. And he's got power, and he's confident, and as you can see, he marches forward with his defense and says, it's okay. You hit me, I'll just hit you back, and I'll win that war. That's what he's doing right now with Barboza. He's just keeping him on the heels and saying, going punch for punch. With pressure, I'll win.
And again, from Yusuf, what we're seeing here, and by the way, I love the spectacular techniques, the spinning stuff and all the rest of it. I do. Everybody does. But fundamentals are so key, and they often get forgotten because they don't look that cool. You know, kids want to do the spinning wheel kicks and stuff like that, spinning back fists, etc. Jabs, right hands. Essentially, this is what Yusuf is using. Sprinkling in a few kicks, using basic fundamental boxing.
And also with that, exactly, I agree with everything you say, the pressure that he's choosing. Look, this round he's not pressuring quite as much, and he's giving Barboza a chance now. You can see Barboza's got a little bit more hope, but still, it's not that close because we're seeing them go toe-to-toe, and Barboza's not going ahead the way we saw Yusuf go ahead in the first round because he's beat up.
Coming up next, don't miss a recap of all the action from right here at the UFC Apex, the UFC post-show on ESPN Plus. Dean Thomas and Michael Chiesa will join Karen Bryant to break down all the action, plus Heidi Andral interviews all the big winners. It's only on ESPN Plus.
One of the keys, you know how tired Barboza is look, he's got double underhooks and he's choosing to stay here while Yusuf hangs over the top of his arms with double overhooks. You're out of there if you're Barboza, but he's staying there to keep from getting punched.
Barboza a little busted up, as you can see. The damage starting to mount. Sadiq Yusuf doing damage with every single shot.
The output from Yusuf has slowed a little here. And the relevance of that being, you know, it's allowing Barboza a potential to fight his way back in. I'm not saying he is doing it. Clearly, Yusuf is still in control.
Sorry.
No, come on, I'm just going to say, but Barboza, with the level of experience that he has, and he's always dangerous, you know, so can't rest on your laurels. You've got to go forward. You're going to try and finish this man.
Look at how you're seeing Yusuf attack the back leg of Barboza. You noticing that? And that takes away the lead leg of Barboza as he does that, and it sets up the jab. Very little tiny things you got to pay attention to what Yusuf is doing, and it helps him get ahead. That little back leg kick right there, that's an awkward kick. And it takes away the spin attack. It helps take away the spin attack, and it helps take away the leg kicks of Barboza when he does that.
I mean, there's no doubt. Probably the best shot that Barboza has landed all the fight. And now, that brings the confidence back.
Yep, Sadiq has to go forward. You can't let Barboza move forward because, as you see, he's affected moving forward.
You know, you land a good shot and you're like, hold on a minute. I'm still in this. I'm still here. I've still got this. My name is Edson Barboza.
Barboza forcing Sadiq back to the fence. Final minute of the round.
It looks like Sadiq might be a little tired.
Well, I think he has to take this round off because he gave so much in the first and he planned on it. And I spoke to Lloyd and then they said, look, we're going to have to give everything we have in the first to create damage so he can't beat us up as the fight goes on. Right. So we're going to beat him up in the first round and then I'll try to get my gas back and then finish him later in the fight.
Interesting strategy.
You're seeing it, but it's not easy to try to take this from Barboza
It is
either.
You know, that's all well and good. I just like to be in shape where I can go hard for 5 rounds without having to take one off.
I mean, I don't look like he's off, but
No,
I know,
yeah. But, you know, push hard, 5 rounds.
Different styles for
Big
everybody.
response in round 2 for Barboza. Third round upcoming.
welcome back. Ready for round 3. Edson Barboza responding in a big way in round 2 after nearly being finished in the opening minute. Dean Thomas, what do you see?
This is where we find out if Sadiq is a 5-round fighter. He's going to have to put some pressure on Barboza because Barboza is not out of this fight, and we know how much experience he has. This guy's been in there with everybody. He's had 5-round fights before. So Sadiq's going to have to either get him out of there this round or make him want to get out of there this round.
Yeah, and let's remember, it was one right hand for Barboza that kind of brought the faith back, if you will. That was the turning point in round 2. And now it's gone from a truly devastating round 1 for Barboza, losing round 2, but certainly back in the fight. Obviously, it's still early in round 3, but he's fighting again.
I'm super curious if Sadiq can keep the pace he did in the first now in this third, because that first was crazy, but he has to keep that pressure because we saw in the second, if he doesn't, Barboza gets ahead.
Paul Felder just texted me, said, be careful if you let Edson Barboza get into a group. He fought him twice, he spent 30 minutes in the octagon with him.
And you can't let a guy like Barboza with that much striking ability get his rhythm is what Felder's talking about. And when you let this man, Barboza, move forward and move in free flowing space, he gets his rhythm.
You can hear the shin connects with the cut there.
Yeah? You want to take a little time?
No, yeah, he's fine. You can hear the shin connect. Oh, it wasn't what
He just doesn't want the rest.
Well, he doesn't want to let Sadiq rest.
I know, but he's a sicko. I love it. Gotta love that. That's the game right there.
Yeah, but that's smart though.
Yep.
And by the way, we saw the numbers a second ago with the body shots. A lot of body shots from Barboza.
Yeah.
You've got to think that that's starting to add up as well, Sadiq, because that's damage you can't see. We can clearly see the impact from the shots in Barboza's face, right? He's a mess. Let's have it right. But Sadiq is taking I think it's 30 or something like that. Many shots to the body. That's going to slow you down. It's going to tire you out.
Great body work, and it's that body work that you're talking about basically stopped the forward pressure from Yusuf. It's got him moving back now, and that's where Barboza wants him, and that's why Barboza's so good. He adjusted to the pressure, started going to the body of Yusuf, and now Yusuf's on his heels. Oh, body head, center. It's getting closer.
Tell you what, that was a heavy left hook.
Yusuf got to double up on that jab and follow it. Because right now, being on his heels is not going to support him against a guy like Barboza. He's got to move forward.
And right now, if you're Edson Barboza, you are loving this. You're like, okay, buddy. All right, you enjoyed yourself, did you, in round 1? Did that feel good? Well, guess what? That was my turn, buddy.
Yeah, that's the thing, 5 rounds. So this is a 5-round pace right here. Yusuf's never done that. Not like this, not at this level. Yusuf Barboza's killing that body.
Yeah, he's over
to the liver.
40 strikes landed to the body. Fires another body kick.
So smart, because the body work stops the takedown attempts of Yusuf, and it also stops that forward pressure because it hurts, takes the air out. We can get hit in the head easier than we can the body, right?
It's absolutely true. I mean, when you get hit in the head, it doesn't necessarily hurt until after the fight, unless it knocks you out. You know what I'm saying? Unless you get visibly wobbled. Other than that, we can take it. The body, you're not in control of that. It's just this horrible pain in your midsection. You can't breathe properly. You can't move, and the body starts to shut down.
Yeah, you can see because Barboza will get hit in the head and he's just a little wobbled, but he's there. But you go to the body and it kind of stops forward pressure completely.
Barboza showed a little urgency, got himself off the fence, back to the center, but Barboza walked Yusuf right back behind the black line.
I tell you, I'm getting ahead of myself, but if Barboza can pull this off, we talk about an epic comeback, because he was good in round 1. I thought Yusuf...
Oh, gosh, he's got him hurt.
Wow! Yusuf is on one leg.
Get him out of here.
Barboza trying to wrap him up. Perhaps it'd be best to fire some big shots.
If I was him, I'd just tee off.
He's got a Darce. He's trying to go for it. Oh my gosh, he hurt him so bad.
Pound and pound coming for Barboza.
He's so wobbled.
Whoa, he's still in this. What a
20
fight.
seconds in round 3.
He's not still in this.
He's in it.
He's
out by the ref and let it keep going. Because he's standing up and protecting himself.
He's
That's
going
all
to
he
let
can
go.
do.
He should disengage. Forget about the jiu-jitsu right now. That was his best opportunity.
The final seconds tick away. This is why fight fans love Edson Barboza.
He is a bad man.
Number 4. The start of the fight was minus 600. Now Edson Barboza minus 425 after a monster round 3 and a huge head kick.
And that was one of his signature moves. Remember the legendary knockout over Terry Ettin, the spinning wheel kick. Connected. Yes, Yusuf stayed on his feet. Massive heart shown there. There's a big jab from Barboza. The corner of Yusuf imploring, you are Super Sadiq Yusuf, just trying to tell him everything that he needs to hear to rally him, to bring out that, whatever you want to call it, warrior spirit, for want of a better term, but just trying to insert a little bit of fighting will into him.
Edson Barboza is well versed in being in main event spotlights, but this is only his second time past 3 rounds. His other main events ended before that, except for the one against Kevin Lee back in 2018, which went into the 5th.
Right now, Edson is picking him apart with the jabs. Yusuf jabs, misses, not that one, generally though. And then Barboza counters and lands hard.
I mean, I know we're going technique for technique, but if I really watch this fight and analyze it, it's whoever moves forward wins the round. Neither of these fighters work very well moving backwards, so whoever controls the forward momentum of this fight generally wins the round. First round it was Sadiq, second round could have been Barboza, but whoever's controlling the forward momentum seems to be winning on the scorecards and landing the best shots. You gotta keep these guys on the heels. Whoever keeps the other one on the heels seems to be winning.
The reality is this is a fantastic fight. I mean, let's go through it. Round 1, Barboza was done. He was out of there.
Could have been 10-8. Could have been 10-8.
Oh, it was 10-8.
Yeah, I'd say so,
It might
right?
have even been a 10-7 if you look at the criteria for how to score one. If you look at the criteria and stick to the criteria, it was a 10-7. But go crazy, Twitter.
I'd say
3,
10-8, but I hear you.
whatever. It's definitely a 10-8, but a 10-7. But whatever. Let's not get into that. Then round 3, Barboza wheel kicks him, almost takes his head off. A lot of drama. Round 4, both guys looking recovered.
Those kicks from Barboza, the spin attacks and that kick to the body and all the body work has just really helped Barboza get back to this fight.
Seems to be a speed issue with Yusuf. He's kind of, I know he's tired.
It's the pressure. I mean, he's
I know
moving
it's
back.
rough.
He's moving back. He's got to move forward. So he can't fight moving backwards, and we're seeing that right now in this matchup.
Compared to Barboza, he's going in slow motion.
Dean Thomas with 2 minutes to go in round 4.
I'll tell you what, man, Barboza really turned it up on him. And I think one of the things that's helping him is the way he's slipping the jab as he's moving forward. He's completely nullified Sadiq's jab by moving forward, slipping up, and being able to rip combinations off of that.
Double jab for Barboza. Yusuf responds with the same.
He's looking for a spin. Barboza's got a spin. You saw the little shimmy up the shoulders a second ago. That's a precursor to a spinning back kick or a spinning wheel kick.
They make it through this round. That 5th round's about to be a barn burner, I'll tell you that, because these guys are going to let it all hang out if they make it there.
And the longer this fight goes, the 10-8 score potentially in round 1 in favor of Sadiq Yusuf would loom large.
But again, if you stick to the criteria, we were all at the seminar. That was a 10-8 in round 3 for Yusuf, also for Barboza.
Could make a similar argument, although, yeah,
That's what they told him. The commission said if it's a clear round, a very, very clear victor, that should be a 10-8.
I mean, look at the eye of Barboza, too. The damage is different. Like, we're seeing a back-and-forth fight, but really the damage on the face of Barboza is different than the damage of Sadiq. And they've both been dropped.
Yeah.
So,
Different rounds though. Damage in round 1. A lot of damage in round 1 from Yusuf.
to the body once again.
nice knee to the body.
With 25 seconds from round 5, there's a good possibility it's 2-2, but it's not over yet. Yusuf recovered, did better this round. Anybody's fighting round 5.
Barboza goes body head once again. Final seconds of round number 4. And it will come down to a 5th and final. We'll keep it here between rounds. They want a right and then a left hook. And they want volume from Sadiq Yusuf in the final rounds.
Yep, you heard it. Forward pressure. In order to land that hook, in order to land that right, you've got to be moving forward. Sadiq can't do it moving back.
Barboza working behind the jab to start the final rounds.
So this now essentially comes down to who's in the better shape. They've both been beaten. They're both tired. They're both taking damage. Now it's round 5. The better athlete, the more endurance, that will win this fight. Points that we haven't made so far. When we spoke to Edson this week, he started doing a lot of triathlon training, doing long-distance endurance training.
Yeah, he looks fresh.
Yeah. Normally, he does get a little bit tired. Sadiq Yusuf highlighted that. He said he will get tired. But he's been doing a lot of marathon training. The cardio looks improved. And right now, because they're both beaten, they're both tired, they both want to go home. Whoever's in the best shape, they're going to take over and win this round and ultimately win the fight.
Oh. Honestly, can't believe we haven't seen more grappling attempts, more wrestling attempts out of Sadiq. More double leg, single leg attempts. Just make Barboza balance, but it's a lot of energy to do that too, so that's probably part of the reason.
Yusuf is pumping the jab and circling to his left.
Yeah, it's almost after that first round. He hasn't had quite the same touch since that first round. Like, he had to get him out of there almost in that first. And then since then, it's kind of slowed down a little for Yusuf. Still in the fight, still back and forth, but not the same tempo.
Yeah, I mean, he won the first 2 rounds. Round 1 was massive.
Oh, there's that hook they were calling for.
It was a landslide in round 1. Round 2, I'd still give it to Yusuf, but he won it. It wasn't a landslide. 3-4, Barboza. This could go either way. You never know if Barboza pulls this off. It could even be a draw.
We don't know what the refs are seeing, or the judges are seeing with their damage either.
We never know what the judges are seeing, let's be honest.
Barboza's starting to move forward, fire some kicks to the body. He's landed nearly 80 body strikes as we enter the final half of the final rounds.
What a job by the refs tonight, though, too. We had 2 drops in this main event, and they didn't stop it. They didn't run in and ruin anything. They let the fight keep going, let the fighters have their chance.
There's some nice power there. It's the first time that he started throwing with any kind of real nasty intentions for quite some time. Yusuf is really going to dig deep here. I'm not saying he's about to lose, but he's going to get some respect back. Right now, Barboza feels firmly in control. He's taking over, he's landing shots, and he doesn't feel what's coming back.
He's got the ring generalship in this last round for sure, like you're saying, Bisping. He's moving, he's controlling which way the direction goes of the fight, and the judges do see that.
Takedown for Barboza. Huge. 90 seconds to go in the fight. We showed you the significant strikes. Barboza near 200. Career best for both by the numbers that they've notched so far. With a $120 to go.
That's why Barboza's a Hall of Famer, though. You're seeing it right now. This is what it is to be a Hall of Famer, to be able to come back after losing the first round, even 10-8, and then come back and stay in this fight. Not just stay in it, but maybe win the 5th round, possibly. Like, it's incredible what Barboza's doing right now against Yusuf, who's a nasty rising star in this division.
They trade knees from the clinch as they work along the fence in the final stages. The thudding power shots of Yusuf that were felt in the first round by Barboza never really came back.
it's been a close fight throughout since the first round.
Yeah, I mean, as I said before, it was a great start. A massive early lead for Yusuf. And then Barboza has leveled the playing field in the next 3 rounds. How it's going to be scored by the judges, I have no idea. But I got to say, respect to both men for just being in this position. Barboza was done in round 1. Yusuf was done in round 3. And here we are, going the distance.
25 minutes in the books. You gotta admire the grit of Edson Barboza.
Scorecards, and here are the totals. 49-46, 48-46, and 48-46. Your winner by unanimous decision, Edson Jr.